What's up? What's up, family? Man, having a good time right now. Um, just want to talk about last night. You know, last night was a blast. We had a blast last night. Um, First of all, I just want to kind of give you, just bring it back, bring all the drips that we've been posting. It's in the name of the power of support. When we support each other and we are there for one another, it means a lot. You know, it's like team, you know, community. Everybody brings a brick, like Karen Hunter and Dr. Greg Carr say. Bring your brick with you. Together we can build a fortress. You know. So this project has really been an example. It's like no ego, and just bringing what God has given you to the table. And just do it. Just do it. So this whole Vic G project, that boy Vic G, even though it centers around the song and the music video, but it's really about embracing the process. You know what I'm saying? Because when you embrace the process, you get a chance to enjoy the journey as opposed to just focusing on the destination. Um, One time, I heard a good adage by Tavis Smiley. He says, too many people focus on being successful and don't focus on being great. And he says that everybody can be great because everybody can give. When you give into situations, that's a great thing. Whether it's your time, your money, your knowledge. When you give into something, that's how you increase greatness. So everybody has the power to be great. We focus more on being successful than being great. That's what's great about this project because it's an example of people who I surround myself around that are givers, not takers. Givers, people that give. You know what I'm saying? So last night we supported DJ Fresh. DJ Fresh is a legend in Cincinnati. I remember I was like, 13 years old. My first concert in Cincinnati was the Fresh Fest. Later on, I found out that the Fresh Fest was Fresh. Fresh, the one that threw that. You know, Fresh was the one you see at the club we went to last night. I bullshit. You know what I mean? So the club. Let me tell you about the club. So I've been on the road. I've been on the road like a lot. You know what I'm saying? And my load dropped. It took me through Cincinnati. So Cincinnati, that's my hometown. So I got a chance to kind of get out and get around a little bit. And my homeboy Vic G was like, yeah, I'm gonna go fresh up to the spot. So I'm like, man, I'll meet you up there. Went up there, drank good, danced. Nigga, we be boxing and shit, you know what I'm saying, having fun. Size each other up, all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? But, man, we almost messed around, had a little altercation. Somebody opened the door for a young lady, and the young lady, her husband, we didn't know it was her husband. He barked and was like, yeah, that's my wife. And, it was like, my bad, dude was still talking shit. It's like, he wanted payback for hollering at his wife. We didn't even know it was his wife. Make a long story short, We got face to face. Nigga threatened to knock my glasses off. You know what I'm saying? He don't know me at all. I mean, I ain't saying he a sucker or nothing, but I ain't no sucker. You know what I mean? And I got plenty of receipts, scraps, knockouts. You know, I've been knocked down. I ain't never been knocked out, but I've been knocked down. But you know what I'm saying? You fight a lot, you don't get that. And I'm halfway. I'm a little more than halfway on my way to 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to fight nobody, but spiritually, physically, you know, you can still get a round or two out of me. You know what I'm saying? And it almost happened last night. I swear to God, I ain't want that. I swear to God, I ain't want that. I promise you, I ain't want that. Because he said something about knocking my glasses off. I break position. He was gonna try to take his shot. Now, I'll be honest with you. I already said what I said. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen. You know, it didn't happen. I mean, we talked shit about it for the rest of the night afterwards. But yeah, I'm glad that this close to being a brawl. You know what I mean? And this is kind of like, you know, the player thing would have been to just accept the policy and keep it moving. But nah, he wanted to keep talking, bring it back. He was a handicap too. So either he had a pistol on him or I don't know. But I'm glad everything. Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Folks had a little bit too much to drink. But anyway, all in all, you know, I ended up going to another spot down the street. You know, seeing a lot of my peoples over there. Came back to the spot we was at. Closed out over there. So it was good, man. I had a good time last night. Still got a little hangover for today. But yeah, at the end of the day, though, it's just about support. You know what I mean? And you got support. Shit happens. Good things happen. You know, things matriculate. And that's what it's all about. It's all about us just giving what you can. Don't worry about, see, this the thing. Don't operate from a spirit of lack. You want to move from a spirit of abundance. Good Lord gonna build it. He's gonna give you the desires of your heart. For some reason, I think in this economy, this criminal regime that we in, and capitalism of it all, it teaches individualism. It teaches a lot of the wrong things. You know, it tries to sell it as if it's the right thing. So you really got to have a mind of your own over here and have good counsel. You know, and operate from a system of governance. You know, you want to govern your own situation. Everybody has some type of contribution that they give, whether it's a service or whether it's a product. If you're not offering some type of service or product, what are you doing? You're not tapped into your fullest potential. You know, so once again, you know, we supported Fresh last night. I felt good. You know, Fresh got a clothing shop. They got all the slick little street gear. Awesome DJ. You know, like he needed to have his own documentary too. The Fresh done. You know, if you need to get in touch with Master P, Too Short, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Scarface. Fresh can get to it. You know what I mean? That type of relationship we get. And nigga did a hell of a DJ too. You know, I got a new theme song too. You know, I want the thick one. I like that song. And the girl say, I want the rich one. The guy say, I want the thick one. But anyway, y'all, man, this a little in my mind right now. I just kind of want to refocus while we're even doing this whole journey. Is really to show the beauty of support, the power of support, the benefit of support in community, without having to sell your soul, you know, without having to do any of that craziness. So, shout out to y'all, man. Travel of Mercies. Y'all stay up. You know, keep on supporting the movement. That boy Vic G. a lot coming. So stay with us, be part of it, invest into it, and I think it's going to bring a lot of joy and peace and direction for some people who need it. You know, for others, it's going to be good entertainment, good clean entertainment, and it's a good spirit at the end of it. All right, I love y'all. Get at me. I'm always around. Peace.